Talking Cougar basketball with the head coach of the Lady Cougars, 11-4 overall right now, 7-0 in conference play. Moved up to number 17 now in the top 25. A good winning streak in conference will help that top 25 number. I know it's not something that we necessarily want to focus on, but at the same time, props to your ladies for turning things around here and really putting together a good run.
Those rankings are a climb. We stubbed our toe a couple of times early, and you really have to inch your way back into that thing. You can fall really quick, but that climb back up is a slow one, and we're slowly getting there. But the main thing is how you're playing. If you play well enough, you're going to make that climb. If you don't, then you're going to get what you deserve.
That's right. Late into January here, the schedule is just relentless with Stevens, and then you're at Freed-Hardeman, Benedictine, Mobap, William Woods, another matchup there. It's Stevens College game coming here. Your old friend Chris Duncan, the assistant for you for many, many years, their head coach. They're struggling this year, but they come here, and then the big game at Freed-Hardeman. Talk about those two matchups a little bit.
Stevens College in here tomorrow evening, and Coach Duncan was an assistant for us for a long time, and great friend and great guy. They're struggling a little bit right now, but we'll get a great effort from them tomorrow night. We know that, so a game we have to be ready for. And then we leave here Friday afternoon and travel down to Jackson, Tennessee, and play on Saturday there at Freed-Hardeman, and they're number 2 in the country right now. And they've really had a great year. I'm not for sure they shouldn't be number 1 in the country. Really, they're 15-0, I believe, and I think they've already beaten 4 teams in the top 10.
Wow.
So, they've played a great schedule, and they've risen to all occasions. So we'll have our hands full when we're down there, I'm sure.
And that'll be quite the doubleheader with their men's team in the top 10. I think number 6, I believe, and undefeated, the only undefeated on the men's side. So it'd be a heck of a game down there. And historically, over the years, you guys have done well against them outside of conference play. But now,
we won't bring all that up. We've had great success against them so far, and Coach Neal never hesitates to bring that up to me. And they'll be ready. We will get their very best game, I'm sure, down there. And really a good team. They were a Final Four team last year at the national tournament. And really, I think Freed-Hardeman was one of those schools that was really good to bring into our conference.
Most definitely.
Because I think they're going to really provide just a high level of competition in all their sports on a consistent basis. And, they may not be 2 in the country every year, but they're going to be up there in each sport. So I think that's a great school for us to add. And I know from Columbia's standpoint, that's a good trip for us to go get 2 good ball games with our men and women both.
And you mentioned with the newcomer, with Mid-Continent, the team the other night, and in Benedictine Springfield, there's almost more new teams than there are original teams in the AMC with all the conference moving around. But it's overall for the competition level, especially for your program and everybody in the conference, it's one of the best in the country now.
Well, an interesting situation. We add 2 more next year, and we have 30 regular season games. That's the max we can play. We will play 26 conference games next year. So we'll only have 4 non-conference games. We'll host a tournament that we always host. I think the timing is going to change on that some, and then 2 other games, and everything else is a conference game. But make scheduling easy from a coach's standpoint. But it will really change your first semester as far as the importance of winning all of those games for a conference title and advancing to a national tournament.
This year we kind of had a couple before the break, which normally it wasn't until after. But now talk about some of the other games coming up. Benedictine Springfield's here. You're at Mobap, I believe, in St. Louis. And now you start to get through that second time through pretty close here. 4
games left to finish up our first swing through the conference. We've really had a lot of road games so far. I guess we've had 5 of our 7 so far, and then have 2 more. So, we'll have 7 of our 11 road games done the first swing through. So, we're talking to our girls how important it is for us. If we're leading that pack at the turn and already have 7 road games done, that'd be a great spot to be in. So these next 4 games are huge for us, and I think we understand the importance in winning a conference title, what these next 4 games can do for us.
Yeah, February, the calendar is jam-packed. I think 3 of the 4 Saturdays in February are all right here at Southwell Complex.
It'll be great fun because we've been on the road a lot, our men have been on the road a lot, and February will really be a fun month for our fans to be able to come in and catch games, and a lot of weekend games, as you're saying, and we're so fortunate to have a great facility to play in here, and I think our fans that come to the games, it's great fun. They feel as though they're right in it with how our seating all is.
And it's a great atmosphere, this full schedule. Find out those games and more online at ColumbiaCougars.com. When we come back, we'll talk a little fun word association with the coach as we wrap things up here today. The Cougars, again, on a nice little winning streak, 7 in a row. Back with more Cougar Talk with the head coach of the ladies, Mike Davis, after this.